It's me. It's your turn now, Battler-kun. Go to the spot in front of the chapel, please. Yes, that's right. I haven't been given any instructions for Maria-chan. Have her wait there. Giggle. Are we just gonna have Maria wait all alone and just leave her to explode? Yes, keep your wits about you. I'm rooting for you to be chosen the successor, Battler-kun. With the same smile as usual, and the partly wiped splashes of blood still covering her face, Kairi finished her call to Battler. When she set down the receiver, there was a small knock and Rudolph came back into the room. Hey, you look like shit. Jessica-chan has better reflexes than I gave her credit for. Had. Past tense. She doesn't have very good reflexes anymore. I didn't think she'd be able to fight back from a situation like that. It's a bit of a shame she had to end up looking like this. What a waste of a good, Natsui-esque woman. And how about your end? Did he give you much trouble? No problems there. Plain and simple. When Kairi heard Rudolph's instant response, she favored him with an evil smile. Yes, the man she loved was the sort who could do it if he tried, without letting cheap emotions get in the way. I love you, Rudolph-san. It's almost like the very trait that you actually, got with him for is, going to be what gets you killed, Kairi. Heck, it's also the same personality trait that led him to swapping, the babies, because Battler is actually your son. But you don't know that, because you married an asshole. Because he's an asshole. I wouldn't have it any other way. It's hard to imagine an easier job to net you 1 billion yen. That's like Dad always says. In the life of every man, there comes one day when he has to be willing to kill. Again, I also feel like Kenzo was a terrible father. Like, I feel Kenzo was also responsible for this by just everything he ever did. In other words, always be determined to survive, even if you have to kill to do it. I mean, I do agree with that concept, that you should be willing to do whatever it takes to survive. You should appreciate your life that's been given to you, and you should be thankful to God for the life you have, and you should do everything you can to, appreciate that life. But I'm just saying, it's one thing if killing is necessary. It's another thing if it's like, maybe you didn't have to, reenact a scene from Grand Theft Auto. Just saying, it's one thing to kill if you have to. It's another thing. It's like, I don't really feel like it was necessary. I feel like honestly, Kairi Rudolph, if they had obviously the premeditated sense that a violent murder could very well occur, they could have made sure to tell everyone, hey, let's calm down, and they could have preemptively, premeditated pacifism there, like, hey, we're going to premeditate understanding that this could escalate, and we'll get ahead of this, and we'll calm everyone down and tell them, hey, nobody wants to kill anybody, do they? And then everyone can have a moment to think about that, and then they get calm, and then no one gets angry and, kills anyone, and then everyone lives happily ever after. Like, it's one thing to kill if you have to survive. But I don't feel like it was. I feel like we're a little bit cavalier about this. Just a little bit. That's my favorite line of his. Again, Kenzo was a horrible person, horrible man, horrible husband, horrible father. What's next? My rifle is hungry for blood. You've got a big job coming up convincing Battler-kun. Oh, that's right. That'll be a pain. Hope I don't have to end it by pulling the trigger. I really enjoyed life as a 3-person family of Angie, but if you really want Battler-kun to join in on that, give it your best. Sure. I'll make sure we don't have any complaints from him. Don't worry, I've worked out a scenario to trick him good. Good luck. Even I hope that Angie's beloved big brother doesn't get caught up in the explosion accident. I know. Then I'll head back to the chapel. Rudolph's son. What?